And let's bring in really quickly the commissioner of the South Carolina High School League, Mr. Jerome Singleton. Jerome, it's been a great day of championships, wonderful crowds, great facility.
Yeah, you're right, Bert. Things are going well tonight. I'm very impressed with the fan support that we've had in the schools. The sportsmanship has been just what we expected.
Well, Jerome, Bruce Hilliard, your assistant commissioner, has done a great job. And let's talk really quickly, if we can, about that sportsmanship that has been displayed. And that leads to one of your big initiatives, community service. You really try to get these athletes, these student athletes, involved in their communities. And we've seen some evidence of that here today.
That's true, Bert. We really want to push sportsmanship, and that's the staple of why we offer sports. Teach our kids how to be very good citizens. And our community service program that we have along with that is our way of giving thanks back to the community.
Well, coming up down the road for as we close the books on the winter sports, we'll have the individual state championships for wrestling coming up in a few weeks. We'll also have the playoffs for basketball, the state championships for basketball, and then we'll move right into spring sports.
That's right. Actually, basketball starts Monday. Our first playoff begins Monday. We have our basketball players going to run about 3 weeks, and we've got individual wrestling coming up in a couple of weeks. So this has been a great culmination coming up on our winter sports. We're real proud of the things that's going so far.
Well, Jerome, I'll tell you, these crowds that we've had all day long here at Dreher High School, I mean, this gymnasium has been packed. It really shows the growth in the sport of wrestling here in South Carolina. It's really becoming more and more popular each and every year. And hats off to the high school league for continuing to promote the sport of wrestling. And you've got to give the credit to the schools, to our member schools with the South Carolina High School League, the administrations, where they make up all the rules and they decide what sports will be decided for championships. And you've got a great backbone with our member schools.
Oh, no doubt. I think our member schools are second to none. Of course, there's 51 states, 50 states in one, the District of Columbia, 51 members, and I would trade South Carolina for any of them because I really believe in our fans, I really believe in our schools, I believe in our communities. We're second to none.
I have to agree with you, Jerome Singleton. Thank you so much for stopping by. Any last words of wisdom for us here?
As always, we appreciate what Play On Sports have done to bringing forward this SCHSL.TV and Bert Antley and his crew and those things that you do to help us to show the world what South Carolina athletics is all about.
All right, Jerome Singleton, thanks so much. And we've got a job for you in broadcasting once you retire as commissioner of the South Carolina High School League. Thanks so much, Jerome Singleton, for joining us here during the match. And the score is 8-1 in favor of Hillcrest, taking the advantage here as we'll bring Bill Pierce back on board with us. And Bill, what do you think about this match going on right now here in the 160-pound classification?
Hillcrest is definitely looking for some bonus here. I believe this is their Sanders, who's one of their heavy hitters. And this is one of the weight classes where Lexington is very vulnerable. So I'm sure the Hillcrest coaches are looking to pick up bonus and probably a pin here to tie up the score. And I've been watching Sanders wrestle. You know, he's a very slick wrestler. Changes his level very well on his leg shot attempts. Gets in really deep, finishes clean.
Dacus Finchel on the mat for Lexington. And I'll need to correct myself. Finchel's going to move up to 70. On the mat for Lexington. We'll try to get a name for you here in just a moment.
Sanders has got Lexington on his back, looking for the fall. And with almost a minute left, I think it's inevitable that he's going to get it. But Lexington's doing a good job of fighting off his back. He needs to try and fight himself out of bounds.
Looking for our first pinfall of this championship. And Hillcrest do it. Already has the major decision wrapped up. 32 seconds remaining here in the second period. Lexington wrestler really struggling.
He's fighting hard, and I'm sure that's what Lexington expects out of him. You try and keep from getting pinned here, but Sanders was a little bit too tough for him.
Hillcrest comes up with the first pinfall of the day, and that ties the score at 17 apiece. That is just what the doctor ordered for the Hillcrest Rams.
Yes, it is, and I'm sure that the Hillcrest coaches probably had that pencil in as a pin, so it's going as planned. They've kept the match close in the lower weights.